My name is Shuzhitao, and I'm a student from the second high school attached to Beijing Normal University. The paper I'll be presenting today is titled A Review of Bionics for Bird Flight and Potentially Applicable Mechanisms. People are paying lots of attention to birds due to their special flying ability. The study of bird flight is developing fast these years. For example, we now fully understand most of the information about birds, such as the common reason for their flying, the flying stages like gliding, and their wing structure. Researchers from different disciplines have been learning from bird flight and were inspired to design and optimize novel flying mechanisms. So, what is bionics? Bionics, or biologically inspired engineering, is the application of biological methods and systems found in nature to the study and design of engineering systems and modern technology. Well, this is a quite formal definition, and I will use the example of Festo's robot birds. The robot mimics the process of birds' flapping wings and uses materials that are movable to change the shape and bend the movement. And because of the rich knowledge, scientists were using some specific kinds of birds to create bionic robots. However, we still have a long way to go. We need to figure out some new findings and animal parts of birds to create new cells. Therefore, this paper's goal is to combine bionics for bird flights and the potentially applicable machines to boost the creation of more efficient technology. The paper analyzes this bird flight bionics from three perspectives: energy efficiency, material characteristics, and signal control. And the answer for these requirements are optimizing aerodynamics, using shape memory materials to bionic the muscle of birds, and mimicking the signal control circuits in a bird's brain. So first, let me introduce the main points about achieving higher energy efficiency. By searching about data in flying machines, we found out that all these man-made machines have higher energy consumption than the birds in nature. So saving energy while keeping the same distance could be birds' bionics' next challenge. In the natural environment, most birds with high body weights would glide for some distance to save energy, and they could achieve this effect by using the airflow. When they're flying or there's a wind that could support their bodies, they will reach out their full wings and keep the same gesture for some time to have a rest. And this is shown in the picture in the left corner. And second, the material characteristics. Shape memory material is the kind of material that could change its shape into a certain shape before and when it is heated. And the process of shape changing is shown in the picture below, illustrated by the paperclip. By implanting the shape memory material, robots could change their shape with the heating and cooling system, and therefore mimic the movement of bird wings when they are flying. Also, scientists could use shape memory materials in the artificial feathers to change the shape of feathers to better control the airflow. And third, by studying the structure and the function of each part of the brain, we could use circuits to mimic their basic structure and to better cooperate with each functional group to achieve some birds' special flying ability, such as the bee hummingbirds hovering and the flying backward ability. And next, I'm going to talk about the potentially applicable mechanisms. And there are also three parts: the flight agility bionics, long-distance flight bionics, and the stabilizer bionics. I will each use one kind of bird to illustrate these ideas. There are bee hummingbirds, ibees, and pigeons. So first, is the flight agility. Flight agility could be highly related to bee hummingbirds. They have strong muscles, a pretty small body weight, and a special bone structure. Their bone structure is on the left side of the picture, with a shorter right part, which is humerus. And because of this reason, they could almost rotate their wings beside their body and create an airflow when they are hovering. Also, they have a long yellow bone, which is their head wing. So they could grow more feathers at the edge of their wings and therefore provide a more airflow when flying. Their strong muscle also helps them to create more energy in a short time, and this allows them to use lots of energy in a specific period to hover in front of the flowers. We could mimic these specialties of hummingbirds to create some agility machines. For example, this picture of a man with a flying backpack shows the importance of agility. If the machine is not swift enough, not everyone would have the chance to experience this highly challenging activity. And when talking about long distance flying, flying in a group would be a good choice. An IBIS group could help to illustrate the idea of energy saving. Like the picture on the left corner shows, while IBIS is flying in a V shape or in a line, the air current created by the flapping wingtips of their group mates would lift them up, and their own flapping airflow would also support the birds next or behind them. Therefore, when they are flying in a group, almost every bird would save some energy because they will flap their wings less frequently. Scientists could also use this method to devise the flying pathway of aircraft to save some energy. And third, some of the birds have the ability to stabilize their heads, and it could help them to keep a still and clear vision while they are moving around. As the picture shows, people have used the rooster's head to test the stability and even use some kinds of birds as a better camera holder because their heads could always stay stable in a specific region. And the most popular subjects in the study of birds' head stabilization is the chicken and pigeon. I'll use the pigeon as an example to show the research because people have observed their head bobbing action, which is to keep their head still for a short period and then suddenly thrust their head forward. In this series of movements, they could get a clear vision as well as move around. And on the left corner is the picture of the bird skull. In the picture, we could find that their eyeballs are fully stuck in their iPad, and this means they could not easily move their eyeballs, and they must find another way to change or stable their vision. So they choose to use their flexible neck as a medium to achieve the vision. We could mimic this kind of skill in a camera to create clear videos. And by summarizing the birdfly bionics and predicting the applicable mechanisms, this will identify new directions to avoid the current status quo in the bionics domain, which will eventually benefit our real life, such as controlling drones to fly in group for shipments or achieving a stable hovering in the air for aerial photography. And at last, this is the acknowledgement and reference list. So thanks for listening.